everybody? It is Monday, March 22nd. This is a yellow through black belt class, and it is
chilly outside.
It is beautiful outside. It feels like spring has finally sprung. I hope you guys had a good weekend. We had a very busy weekend, lots of lacrosse this weekend. Anyway, a couple things. It is testing week at Leading Edge. Remember, guys, if you are eligible to test, you have to, for yellow, orange, green, have to have a minimum of 30 classes. Minimum, that's the word, minimum, that's the least. Minimum of 3 months at your belt. For blue through black, you have to have a minimum of 45 classes, a minimum of 4 months training at your belt. On top of that, you must know your curriculum thoroughly. That means your fighting combinations, your self-defenses, and your grappling. Okay, that means yellow, orange, green belts. You guys need to know all that stuff. Blue belts for the children, blue through black, you also have to know every belt level up to your current level. Now, I know some of the students have come up and said, Sensei, I'm ready to test, and then they don't know their grappling. We can't test yet. We also have some students coming up and saying, hey, I'm ready to test. In our adult class, you're required to do push-ups. 5 push-ups at white belt, 10 at yellow, and so forth. If you can't do your push-ups yet, and 2021 is the year of the push-up, and you can't do your push-ups yet, you can't test. You can't see how this works. So the belt is not a participation trophy. You have to earn the belt. Putting your time in, both on the mat, practicing at home, and thoroughly knowing your curriculum. Okay? So there's no shame in taking extra time if you need to. Okay, remember, I always say, practice 1 belt level a day, 10 minutes a day, every day. You'll never fall behind. You'll never forget your stuff. All right. Also this week, let me back up one more second. Graduation is Thursday. I know that's a little odd. Graduations are usually on a Friday. Graduation is Thursday this week because Joshi Lucas is having his first varsity lacrosse game this Friday. First varsity, we're going. Okay, first varsity lacrosse game, yes. This Friday at Nazareth, and I cannot wait to see Joshi Lucas, number 29, take the field. Anyway, guys, before we get started today, as always, you have to do your warm-ups, so make sure you go to the app, click on curriculum, click on Lima Online, and get your warm-ups done. See you back here in about 10 minutes. All right, welcome back. So this week, I'm excited to say, for the first time in over a year, it is sparring week at Lima. Yellow belts through black belts, we will be doing sparring drills this week. Now, guys, listen. It's imperative, one, that your bags, you've emptied your bags out of all old stuff and messes. It's got to go. It's got to be out. All I want in the bag is your equipment, and make sure your equipment is cleaned. Scrub it down, wipe it down, Clorox wipes, whatever you guys have to do. Make sure it's disinfected. No spare clothing, no extra stuff in your gear bags, okay? That's important. Number 2, everyone needs to know how to put on and take off their own gear. There's a video on the app. It's called Getting Geared Up. It's a video of how to put on your equipment properly. Please practice putting that on before you come to class. We need you guys to be able to put on your own gear. Boys must wear groin cups to every class. That's imperative. You have to be wearing a groin cup. You may not like it, but it's an important part of training. It's better than getting kicked in the groin, right? Okay, mouthpieces must be molded to fit the teeth. You got to protect those chompers, right? And it helps prevent concussions. So if you have not done or worked on putting your gear on and stuff, let's get that done as well. And I know for some of my older students, it may have been a year since you last touched your gear. Make sure it's wiped down and it fits still. All right, moving on. So we're gonna do some sparring type drills today. One of the things that you will hear me say more than anything else in our training and sparring is hands up. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. So Senpai Bailey and I are gonna put on gloves real quick. So Senpai Bailey, here you go. Quickly. So often students put on these gloves and it's like these gloves weigh 100 pounds and all of a sudden they can't keep their hands up. Their hands go from what is here, go to here on the chest, protecting their chest. Well, that's not what we need to protect. We need to keep our hands up here in real life, okay? And we're protecting against a hook punch or something like that. So defensive stance here. So right now, all I'm gonna do is I want you guys to get used to blocking like this. Like this, just these little simple movements. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Head movements, okay? So I'm gonna throw this very gentle, slow, Rocky Balboa style hook punch. I'm just just coming around like this. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 times. Then I'm going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. Then I'm going to do a 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 20. Now Bailey's going to do the same to me. He's going to throw front hand first. 1, 2, 20. Now the other. 1, 2, 20. Now he's going to alternate. 1, 2, 20. You notice my hand position's here. Boom, boom. That's it. My hands aren't chasing his punches. They're right here because if he throws a punch down the middle, we have to be able to get there too. Okay, so you're going to do that on both your left and your right. So now we're on the opposite stance. I start with my front hand, just coming around the side. It's not a tight little technical hook punch. It's that crazy haymaker guy that kid's going to throw in the street. Boom, just like that. Boom. Okay, 20 there, 21 twos, then it's my turn. Now we're going to go back, and now we're going to alternate a little bit. Senpai Bailey just has to react. He doesn't know which hand is going to come. Okay, boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
You weren't ready for that one, were you? Now, if you don't have 2 sets of gloves, we can do a similar type drill like this. You guys can grab some pool noodles. You can keep your gloves on. You can grab some pool noodles. You can grab some Nerf bats. You can grab empty gift wrap or wrapping paper tubes, whatever you want. We're just going to go 1, 20, 20, 20. Now we're going to alternate it. Not alternate, mix it up. Good. Have some fun with that drill while you're getting ready, okay? Just pause the video, get some work in with your blocking, okay? And we'll see you back here in a second. Stay there. Okay, so now, next part of this is similar. This is for the legs. Now, again, we're going to do this with a tube or something like that at home, okay? So I'm going to use these bats. A big mistake that students have a lot is they like to, when a kick is coming in low, they like to drop their hands. Or if I'm kicking here, they like to drop their hands, and that leaves their face wide and exposed. We don't drop our hands for kicks. We check kicks. That means we pick our knee up and check it, or we check it like this. So I'm going to start here with this front leg, okay, and I'm going to bring this in, and he's just picking that knee up, trying to get that knee higher. That's called a check. And he does that so his hands aren't down, they're right in the right position in case he thinks it's going to be a kick, but it's coming high, see? Now we're going to do the other side. Get back to your stance though. Bring it forward. Good. So that's called checking. We're practicing checking. However you need to do it. If you don't have anything else, you need to use your legs. Just go very light. Boom. You guys don't want to bang shins. It hurts, okay? Good. Just like that. Work that on both your left and your right. Pause the video. Come back when you guys are done. Awesome. Now we're going to mix that up, okay? So now I can be coming at his hands or his feet, right? So I can go in here, here, here. Ah. Gotta be ready.
I thought you were going to do both at the same time.
Get a good stance, dude. Just like that. Have a little fun with that drill. There you go. Double checks. Okay, pause the video. Come back when you guys are done. All right. Finally, guys, welcome back one more time. So, without getting too much into what we're doing with sparring, what I do want you guys to understand two very important concepts today. Number one, when we spar, the number one technique that you will throw more than anything else is what? The jab. I want you to throw the jab like you're throwing a jackhammer, like a jackhammer's just going. You're just throwing it nonstop. It's just bang. The jab is great for keeping distance. Okay, it's great for setting up your opponent to the next technique. It's also good for keeping distance. If somebody down wants to come into me, he's not going to want to come in, right? So that's one concept. I want you to think about that. So you can work around your house doing some jabs and stuff like that and moving, okay? Number 2 is whatever you do when we throw a combination today, we don't throw just one technique. We always throw multiple techniques. I don't want to just throw a punch and then wait to see what he does. Okay, I'm always throwing a couple jabs and boom. And then after that combination, we move. That's right, we move. So I don't want to throw a combination set by Bailey, boom, boom, and then stop and stand here toe to toe and wait for him to hit me back. So whatever the combination, let's say it's something as simple as a 1-2 punch. Now I'm going to move. So Senpai Bailey has to follow me. Okay, I'm drilling, boom, boom, boom. And I move, and I'm moving on a quarter turn. That way, in order for Senpai Bailey to retaliate, he has to move with me. Okay, so I'm moving on my feet, boom, 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 boom. And I move on a quarter turn. Boom, you don't, get out of the way. Boom, boom, boom. Then I move, just like that, while I move. So we're constantly moving at a little quarter turn. We'll get into more details in the classroom because guess what, guys? That's where you need to be. As I told you guys, we are going to be leaning out these videos. Leaning out, Lean Online. We have less than 10 people still doing just online classes. So listen, need you to get to class. In the meantime, find somebody to work these sparring drills with at home. Get used to doing your footwork, and I want to see you on the mat. Finally, your keywords for today, sparring. Sparring. All I'm going to say about sparring is this. Sparring is not fighting. Sparring is training. Sparring is practice. We're here to work with each other and learn with each other, and nobody's going to get hurt. All the sparring done at Leading Edge is not to win trophies, prizes, and medals. It is about learning control and how to move when an opponent is actually trying to hit you. All right, guys, so your keyword for today is sparring. I look forward to seeing you guys on the mat. I hope you're excited. Don't forget to practice putting on and taking off that gear. Thanks for training hard. Thanks for being Lima Strong. We'll see you online. We'll see you on the mat. Oos.